Tonight on Nightstand, we look at frivolous lawsuits. And if you don't like it, sue me. Thank you. Thank you. Overcrowded courtrooms, overburdened judges and clerks. The only thing more bloated than our legal system is Kathleen Turner. Many people say the system is out of hand thanks to lawyers like this one.
Have you been hurt in an automobile accident? Sue the bastards. Motorcycle accident? Sue the bastards. You got job-related injuries or stress? Sue the bastard. We are the champs when it comes to you getting money you might even deserve. Hi, I'm Norman Desmond of 1-800-SUE-THE-BASTARDS. Don't forget, I'm in your corner.
Sharon Ann Kunstler, respected attorney from the law firm of Howard, Howard & Fine, and winner of Lawyer of the Year from the New York State Bar, where ladies drink free on Thursday nights. Forgive me, Sharon Ann, you don't like commercials like these, do you?
Well, of course, quality legal services should be available to everyone, Dick. But commercials like this encourage abuse of our legal system.
Hey, those commercials show the little...
Whoa. Norman Desmond, attorney and president of 1-800-SUE-THE-BASTARDS. I haven't introduced you yet. Also with us is Norman Desmond, attorney and president of 1-800-SUE-THE-BASTARDS. Now, Norman, how do you respond to Sharon?
Well, Dick, what I think is if you're just a little guy going up against some rich guy or some big corporation, you don't know where to turn. My ads let John Q. Little Guy know that there's a place where he can turn to for help.
I don't think Sharon Ann's buying it.
No, I guess I missed Sleazy Commercials 101 at law school.
Hey, It's called marketing, sweetheart.
Yeah, it's called exploitation. And don't call me sweetheart. That's condescending and it's sexist. You know, yeah, thanks to the Norman Desmonds out there, the legal profession has been subjected to an onslaught of egregious, opprobrious, deplorable invective.
Boy, nothing turns me on more than a gal who can wrap her lips around big three-syllable words. So is she right, Norman? Are you spoiling the image of professionalism forged by great legal minds like Johnny Cochran or that guy in the buckskin jacket?
Excuse me for not being some rich cat lawyer who only takes care of rich people.
Excuse me, I resent that. I have helped plenty of underdogs and long shots and destitute clients. My resume is filled with pro bono cases.
Well, I'm with you. Sonny had all the talent.
Hey, wait. You want to know about helping people? I represented this woman who went to a plastic surgeon to have an ordinary mole removed. When she was revived from the anesthesia, both of her breasts have been enlarged.
And that's a bad thing? I'm sorry, but what is wrong with this country? Too many healthy people are out there crying victim. Are we too quick to sue everybody about everything? I mean, is McDonald's responsible for someone who dumps hot coffee on themselves? I mean, is Bill Clinton responsible for every woman he sleeps with? Have we gotten to a point where a talk show host can't so much as accidentally spill a tumbler of ice water on someone with a tight blouse? You remember that one, Sharon Ann. It paid for your Beamer.
We're not supposed to talk about that, Dick.
I know, but it just peeves me off. Oh, boy. We'll come back with more legalese, and we're going to talk to a hung jurist.
You've reached the law offices of 1-800-SUE-THE-BASTARDS. If you've been hurt in an auto accident, press 1. If you've really been hurt in an auto accident, press 2.
Thank you. Thank you. We're back, and we're talking lawsuits with attorney Norman Desmond, one of America's top suers. Norman, what do you say to all those people who call you Sue Happy?
I say I'll see you in court. Look, the way I see it, Dick, is this.
Yeah.
This world we live in is full of hidden dangers. I'm just the guy who finds them.
Like hidden dangers like what?
Well, for instance, this studio. This studio is chock full of lawsuits waiting to happen.
Well, for example, give me a for example.
Oh, I'm sure we could find something in here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in... Whoa! I could have fallen and broken something. That was very close. Let me just get my pen over here and... Oh, my back. Whoa! Would you look at all of them lights hanging up there?
Oh, come on, they're up there pretty securely.
Yeah, but just knowing that they're up there causes me enough stress that I might not be able to sleep tonight. I don't sleep, I can't work. I don't work, I lose money.
But that wouldn't be our fault, would it?
Well, it wouldn't be mine.
Well, Norman, you proved your point. I mean, I could get hurt around here.
Well, then you'd have to sue yourself.
We should talk. Joining us now is one of Norman's clients who is suing her former employer to the tune of $27 million for wrongful termination. She said she was suffering from a debilitating disease. They said she was just lazy. Let's meet Jamie LaFar. Now, Jamie, $27 million. I guess the obvious question is, are you single? Forgive me, that's what Steve Allen would call a humorous come-on. You see, you take your humor and you add the come-on. So, Jamie, you say you were fired. Why were you exterminated, and who exterminated you?
Well, Dick, I was working for the DMV. I used to take pictures for driver's license.
You know, let me ask you something. How are you always able to take pictures of people just as they blink?
Jamie took great pictures, Dick. As a matter of fact, most of those people came back 3 or 4 years later to have more photos taken.
Well, Jamie, you tell us why were you fired?
Well, one day the stress of the job got to me, and I felt weak and tired, and I just didn't feel like going.
Oh, give me a break. She works at the DMV. I mean, how stressful can that be, please?
Well, I felt the same way. I was confused. Until I saw Norman's commercial, and then when I called him, he discovered I might be seriously ill.
Well, actually, Dick, I said to one of my doctors who conducted a series of tests, and after doing those tests, he discovered what I suspected all along, which is she was suffering from EIE.
EIE?
Yes, expectation-induced exhaustion.
Well, that's quite a mouthful. Is there something we can call it for short?
EIE.
Okay. Much better. So, Jamie, when you discovered you had EIE, how did you feel?
Great, Dick. Learning of EIE made me realize that my total lack of motivation was no fault of my own.
So how common is this syndrome?
It affects many people, particularly government employees.
For more specific details, you can contact the EIE Information Office.
Well, that would be EIEIO.
That's right.
Yeah, here's a question way up here. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think this woman is just looking for an excuse to be lazy and make a living off the taxes taken out of my welfare check.
Good point, Norman. I mean, why should the public support a woman suffering from some cockamamie disease that doesn't even have a telethon?
I'm not the one most qualified to answer that, Dick. You should ask Dr. Ivan Nadoff, the man who discovered this disease. He's right behind you.
Oh, Dr. Nadoff, welcome. Now, how did you discover this syndrome?
Well, Dick, the origins of EIE can be traced to Africa, where we believe somebody had sex with a monkey.
You know, folks, when you're having sex with a monkey, you gotta use protection, okay? You just gotta. Because you're not only having sex with that monkey, you're also having sex with every other monkey that monkey's had sex with.
Dick!
It's true.
Dick! Come on. Why are you even giving these people a forum? It's obviously a huge scam.
Hey, that is slander.
No, it's not slander, Norman, unless you can prove it's not true.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Any reasonable jury would find in my client's favor right now.
Well, I don't know about a reasonable jury, but would you settle for my audience?
Your audience?
Yeah. What's the matter, Norman? Don't you have any faith in the people, Norman?
Hey, I got more faith in them than you.
All right. Is Jamie innocent or is she not guilty? We'll find out right after this.
You've You've reached 1-800-SUE-THE-BASTARDS. If you've accidentally committed a premeditated double murder, press 5. If it was just domestic discord, press 6.
7 days from a week ago on Nightstand.
Look at me. I'm wasting away.
You know, with all due respect, you don't look anorexic.
You're just saying that to make me feel better. I'm nothing but skin and bones. I can't gain an ounce.
Overweight anorexics. Only on Nightstand.
Thank you. Thank you, and welcome back to our version of the People's Court. The issue is the credibility of this woman, Jamie LaFar, and representing her incredibly weak story is her so-called attorney, Norman Desmond. Serving as the unbiased judge is attorney Sharon Ann Kunstler, and because I'm so confident that Mr. Desmond and his client are hoodwinking the public, and because it's the best part, I'll be prosecuting this case. Thank you. I've also chosen 12 fair-minded members of our audience to be the jury, and of course you folks at home will be our TV audience. But first, a question. Yeah.
I have a question for Dr. Nodoff.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, you were saying that you can get sick and catch EIE from having sex with monkeys?
Yeah, that's correct.
Are there any other animals we should be wary of?
Good question.
Not as far as we know.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right. Let's get ready to litigate. Take it away, Counselor Kunstler.
Okay, both attorneys, are you ready?
Yes. Just let me get my lawsuit on.
All right.
Forgive me, Your Honorette.
All right. Mr. Desmond, your case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, tonight I am going to prove that my client, Miss Jamie LaFar, was undeservingly and irreparably harmed by the unfeeling actions of a government person. Now, I'm not going to milk your emotions tonight by telling you that Miss LaFar served in Desert Storm. Or that she worked in an old age home with old age people. Or that she worked so hard at the DMV so that you and your families could drive our nation's highways safely and cash checks without fears. Well, I'm not going to tell you that. What I am going to do is prove to you that my client was falsely fired by the DMV, not for incompetence, but for the simple crime of being sick. Well, we've all been sick. And as you hear this case tonight, I want you to remember the words of Chief Justice Felix Frankfurter, who said, "Justice delayed is justice denied." Thank you.
All right. You're up, Mr. Dietrick.
Nice try. Nice try, Normie. Your Honor, well-dressed members of the jury. Mr. Desmond alluded to some famous justices. Well, if Mr. Berger and Frankfurter think they're so hot, why don't they get their buns down here right now? Because I'd like to grill them. In fact, I relish the change. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that, counsel. Mr. Desmond, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. For my first witness, I'd like to call my client, Miss Jamie LaFar, to the stand. Now, Miss LaFar, during March of last year, where were you employed?
I was working for the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Okay, and then what happened?
Well, one night I went to bed sleepy, and I woke up groggy.
So, you were exhausted.
That's right. I barely had enough energy to watch Kathy, Lee, and Regis.
Objection! Kathy Lee would exhaust anybody.
All right. It's overruled. Sit down, Mr. Dietrick. Sit.
Now, I assume that this exhaustion must have affected your work. Isn't that so?
Definitely. I had this craving to stay home in my robe and pajamas and watch TV.
And as this craving increased and increased, you missed more and more work until they fired you.
That's right.
Okay, now Jamie, follow me if you will.
Oh, objection, that's leading the witness.
Overruled.
Now, Jamie, so you lost your job and your desire to do anything. Now, how else did this extreme exhaustion affect your life?
Well, the EIE increased my appetite for sex so that it became an almost overwhelming obsession.
Objection, objection. How do we know she has a big sex drive? I'd like to see a photo, or better yet, a video.
That is overruled, and I'm warning you, Mr. Dietrick. Sit.
Now, could you tell us how your husband reacted to this new sexual appetite that you had?
Well, at first he liked it, but then it intimidated him, and he avoided me. I tried wearing lingerie, thong panties, but nothing could turn him on anymore. And soon he left.
So, you lost your job, you lost your husband, and you lost your faith in humanity. I'm sorry. I have no further questions. It's your witness, Mr. Dietrick.
Miss LaFar, you wanted sex, you paraded around in naughty lingerie and thong panties, and your husband still left you.
That's right.
Well, when did you first realize your husband was gay? He's obviously gay, and she invented this bogus reason to cover her own humiliation. Game, set, touchdown, Dietrick! No more questions, Your Honor. No more questions. I now call to the stand Dr. Ivan Nodoff.
It is not your witness, Mr. Dietrick.
No, but it's my show. Dr. Nodoff, you say that Jamie was suffering from EIE.
Yes, that's correct.
And how did you determine this?
She came into my office and I tested her with specially treated paper.
Specially treated paper?
Yes, that's right. If the paper turns blue or orange, you're safe. But if it turns yellow, you've got EIE.
Really? And what do you do to this paper?
You urinate on it.
Interesting. Now, Doc, stay with me on this one because here's where I get tricky. Isn't it possible that Miss LaFar is not really sick at all?
No, she happens to...
Isn't it possible that Miss LaFar is actually just a hot-looking babe on the outside, but inside is nothing more than a lazy slob?
Is this stained, and you do not have to answer that, Miss LaFar?
Why not? Is she chicken or is she just shiftless?
Objection, Your Honor!
No, I am a victim!
Yes, you're a victim, all right. You're a victim, but not of EIE. You're a victim of this man. This man, Norman Desmond, is nothing more than a charlatan exploiting innocent, lazy slobs like you. It's true. Don't you see? Don't you see? Because of EIE, I owe, you owe, we all owe. Isn't it true? Isn't it also true that this is a gross abuse of the legal system? Isn't it also true that the tomato's not a vegetable but a fruit? And isn't it also true that Keanu Reeves can't act to save his life? Maybe. Isn't all that true, Mr.
You are out of order, Mr.
What's that?
Dietrick! You are out of order!
No, you're out of order, and you're out of order. This whole court's out of order. This legal system is out of order. Am I right? Am I right? I can't hear you. Are they guilty? There you have it, Your Honor. By the powers vested in me as a talk show host, I hereby declare these two people guilty of bilking the taxpayers' money. And I hereby sentence you to a public flogging in sexy lingerie by a man in a leather hood.
How can he say something like that? How can he actually talk like that?
All right. When we come back, we're going to learn from Lyle Menendez how to cry on command.
You've You've reached the offices of 1-800-SUE-THE-BASTARDS. If you've opened a soda can and found a dead rodent, press 7. If you were injured while breaking into someone's house, press 8.
Thank you. Welcome back to our show, and it's been a good one, and I think proved a valuable point. First, we proved that the world is made up of two types of people. Those who say lawyers are nothing but ambulance-chasing hucksters looking to make a quick buck, and those who dislike them altogether. And while, yes, some lawsuits are frivolous, we still need lawyers because the law, like your own private parts, is best left in someone else's hands. For now, I'm Dietrick.
Faces his biggest challenge yet in the form of a dangerous droid. Robot Rogue's next on Paramount. May the Force be with you.